What is up? What is going on, everybody? Sorry about that little delay. I would have helped if I clicked my screen to go live, but I am live. And we are about half hour away from some baseball here. William, welcome in. Always good to see you here. I knew you'd be here. I appreciate your support. Hopefully, we'll have a fun game today. For anybody new here, I am live to do the play-by-play for the Mariners and the Yankees. Game one of a three-game set in the Bronx tonight between the Mariners and the Yankees. So I will be giving the play-by-play. I am a Mariners fan, so if you're new here, I will appreciate it. So if you are new here, you're going to be getting a person rooting for Mariner. Christian, what is up, my man? Good to see you in here. William, Christian, always two of my favorites. Glad to see you guys in here. Really appreciate it. But if you are new here, not a Mariners fan, you're a Yankees fan or something coming in, totally cool, totally chill. Animal Sanctuary, no, all good, man. If you can't stay, no worries, man. You are good. Stephen Miller, yo, what is up, my man? Thank you guys all for coming in. I appreciate it. Welcome in. We're about a half hour away here from first pitch. Should be a fun series, an important series for the Mariners, an important series. Hopefully we can see, CNC Huff Productions agreed. Hopefully we can see him tee off on Cole again, like last year when they did it at the in the game in New York, game three. It was Castillo's debut that they teed off on Cole. They got those 5 runs. I believe Gino, Santana, and Kelenic all homer. No Santana, obviously, but still got Gino and Kelenic. So a big series for the Mariners here. The Yankees are currently the third wild card, and the Mariners sit 3 games back of them. So this is an important series for the Mariners to maybe make up some ground and get back in this race. William Cook says George Kirby, a K to walk ratio 11.83. And second is Joe Ryan to the Twins, 6.07. Kirby has been incredible. Do you guys remember 2010 Cliff Lee when he was on the Mariners for that half season? He had like 90 strikeouts and 4 walks. That's what Kirby kind of reminds me of. Yankees are 8-13 without Judge. Yeah, they've been scuffling. And they've lost 4 in a row. They got swept in a doubleheader. Sometimes I get worried about playing those teams, though, that are a little cold because, the Yankees are a good ball club. Like, do I think they're the Yankees of 98? No, but they are certainly capable of beating you. We saw them do that to the Mariners in Seattle when they took 2 out of 3. So hopefully the Mariners can keep the bats cool. They keep the Yankees bats cool and, get some runs off of Garrett Cole. They'll face Garrett Cole tomorrow. I'm not sure who goes for the Yankees, and then Domingo Germán will go game 3. So, yeah, big series for the Mariners, a chance for them to, a sweep, and you're possibly tied with the wild card, depending on what Houston does. A series win is great. You lose 2 out of 3, you're still okay. If you get swept, though, that's tough sledding. He isn't playing. Let's walk. Yeah, seriously, I put Judge on regardless of if he's in there or not. Judge killed the Mariners last. Yes, that's right. That was the game. CNC Huff Productions, the Seattle Mariners. Nicky Scarlett, I think it is. He's a pretty cool guy. I've actually talked to him on Twitter a couple times. He's a cool guy. That was that meme though that went viral, and he kind of became a Seattle Mariners fan after that. But that was the Garrett Cole game when they teed off on him. So everybody sees the comment there. The Seattle Mariners. That was that game. And funny is, Cole gave up 5 in like the first 6 batters or something, but after that, he actually settled in really good. So Garrett Cole is a great pitcher. You got to take advantage when you have runners on. Mariners can't afford to leave base runners on. They've got to capitalize. And George Kirby's going to have to be sharp. This is a tough ballpark to pitch in. We know that right field is short. So it'd be nice if guys like Kelenic, Cal, trying to think who else, Mike Ford can kind of take advantage of that short right field porch. We'll go over the lineups here real quick for the Mariners with George Kirby on the mound. JP will lead off and play short, followed by Julio batting second, playing center field. Ty France will bat third and play first. Teoscar Hernandez will bat fourth and right field. Jared Kelenic will bat fifth and play left. Eugenio Suarez is at third base. He will bat sixth. Cal Raleigh, the catcher, batting seventh. Mike Ford, the DH, will bat eighth, and Jose Caballero, the second baseman, will bat ninth. Caracol has been the most annoying pitcher to face, Christian. We don't face him a lot, so I don't know. For me, it's always like a division rival pitcher that's a lot more frustrating just because we see them so much more. Like John Gray's been really annoying this year. Not that he's been bad, he's just been really good. Kirby got a little extra tonight versus the team he grew up rooting for. Yep, I agree. We saw how good Kirby was his last time out against the Yankees. And the thing for Kirby, he's kind of, him and Logan are both in that stretch where good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. So we need Kirby to twirl another good start here. He had a good one against the Marlins last time out. So it's time for him to have back-to-back good starts. This is the 300th start of Garrett Cole's career, only one loss on the season. Let's look at the Yankees lineup. Obviously, they'll have Garrett Cole on the mound. Leading off will be Jake Bauers in right field. He'll be followed by Gleyber Torres playing second base. Giancarlo Stanton, who we did not see in Seattle, will bat third in DH. Anthony Rizzo, who we also did not see in Seattle, will bat fourth and play first base. Josh Donaldson bats fifth. He is the third baseman. Harrison Bader is a center fielder, will bat sixth. McKinney, who I don't have the first name on, is the center fielder, will bat seventh. Jose Trevino, the catcher, will bat eighth. And Anthony Volpe, the shortstop, will bat ninth. So while the Yankees do miss Judge, they do have some guys back we did not see in Seattle. Donaldson, Rizzo, and Stanton. Now, none of those guys are Judge. So I will trade that for, that's right, your boy Rizzo from Chicago. Christian Anthony Rick was traded. No, he wasn't traded. He was a free agent. Yeah, they did trade him at the deadline in 18 or 19 to the Yankees. But yeah, it's Bauer's going to play us hard, no doubt. Yeah, Bauers killed the Mariners in that last series. It was Bauers. I think Willie Calhoun had some hits against them. Gleyber Torres was a pass because Torres was getting on in front of Judge, and then Judge was taking advantage. And that's always the key. People want to jump on like the Yordan Alvarez home run in the playoffs last year, and that was obviously rough and brutal to watch. But yeah, that's what Yordan Alvarez does. It was 2020. Thank you, Christian. That's what Yordan Alvarez does. They needed to get Jeremy Pena out. You got to get those guys out in front of those guys. So the worst thing they can do is hit that solo home run. And last series, the Mariners were not getting out the leadoff hitters or anybody in front of Aaron Judge. And that's when those guys kill you, when they got 2-3 on base. If no one's on base, the worst they can do is a solo home run. That stinks. You don't want to give up solo home runs, but it's certainly better than the 2-3 run shots that these guys can normally hit. So they got to get, obviously no Judge this series, but it'd be nice to keep Bauers and Torres off the bases. So the Yankees do get some people back in this series, Stanton, Rizzo, and Donaldson, that we didn't see in Seattle, but I will certainly take the trade of not having Aaron Judge in there. Obviously hope he's okay. He's a tremendous player, but just for the Mariners' sake, it will be nice not to have to face him. And the Mariners have a chance. They've got, good pitching going here. I mean, it's obviously rare when the Mariners don't have good pitching going in a series. But Kirby, Castillo, and then Wu, pretty good three. Tonight's going to be the toughest matchup in terms of what the hitters have to face with Garrett Cole. This is going to be one of those nights where if you can squeak out 3-4 runs, you hope that's enough. You hope that is enough against a guy like Garrett Cole to, get the win, and Kirby is able to be sharp and go 7 strong or something like that, and then keep the Yankees at bay. So hopefully Kirby is able to do that, and the Mariners can find a way to get a couple runs off of Garrett Cole. Mariners coming off a series win against the White Sox, where they took 2 out of 3. As you guys know, I called that Saturday game the worst loss of the year. I stand by that. I still think that was a really frustrating loss because you could have gotten a sweep, been over 500, and come in over 500 with the chance maybe you're 2 back to win a series and tie for the wild card. William says Donaldson hitting poorly so far. Rizzo struggling too. Yankees as a whole not hitting well lately. Yeah, in fact, I think, William, the Yankees have, I want to say, the worst on base percentage in the American League, or the second worst. I think the Royals have a worse on base, and that's it. In fact, I think the A's actually have a better team on base percentage than the Yankees. Now, if you look at Donaldson's numbers, he's not hitting average wise, but he does have some pop still. I think his OPS is still like 706, which isn't good. But with a 151 average, it's showing that he can still hit the ball over the fence. And that's the thing in this ballpark. Rizzo gets one. Maybe he's not swinging the bat well. Like Stefan, you said, he's had a rough June. Definitely has. But it doesn't take much in this ballpark for a couple of them to go over that right field porch and get hot. So hopefully the Mariners can take advantage of that as well. It'd be great to see guys like JP, Cal, Mike Ford and stuff, and Kelenic take advantage of that short right field porch and score a little bit. But yeah, the Yankees are definitely cold. Yeah, Rizzo cinched that. Yeah, Rizzo got that injury, had that collision. I'll be honest, I don't know what his numbers are since then. I know overall the Yankees offensively have been very, low on base percentage team, that they can hit home runs. They've got good pitching. They've got a pretty good bullpen. And it's a lineup that, like, it certainly doesn't strike fear the way it used to. Remember, used to go to Yankee. I remember when the Mariners would go to Yankee Stadium, I'd be sweating. Just like, oh my gosh, you look at the lineup and like, oh, there's Jorge Posada hitting 8th or something like that. And you're like, how is that possible? It certainly doesn't have that feel to it anymore, but it still is a dangerous enough lineup and in that ballpark where they can score. And we saw they hit the Mariners really hard up in Seattle. So they are capable of scoring some runs. They're still a good baseball team. They're not maybe the Yankees of old, but they are still capable of winning games. And you want to make sure here too in this series, because the Mariners are 3 back at the Yankees for that wild card, and Houston's right there as well, that you don't want to get swept here and put yourself 5.5, 6 back possibly of a playoff spot and really dig yourself a hole. Yankees are always so stacked. Yeah, they are. Not as stacked, Christian, as they normally are. One interesting thing is only 3 lefties in the lineup for the Yankees today: Bowers, Rizzo, and Billy McKinney. I'm going to put a note that it's Billy is his first name, so don't forget that. Those are the only 3 lefties in the lineup. It's a very right-handed heavy lineup for the Yankees, which is odd considering that ballpark. You would think they would probably be more lefty dominant, but they've dealt with a lot of injuries and whatnot as well. So it's a lineup Kirby should be able. Well, we've seen them. We saw Kirby shut them out in Seattle. So it is a lineup that the Mariners pitching staff should be able to keep them in check. Let's see. Sideline Report. What's up, my man? Don't forget Slate. Yes, thank you. Sideline Report. If you guys are new here, he's got more subs than me, but sub him up. He's a great dude. Sub him up. And yes, don't forget to slam the like button for my channel if you are new here, or sub if you're new. And then hit that like button if you're in here. Helps me out. Helps get the stream out to more people. So if you're in here, go ahead and hit that like button. Harrison Bader reinstated today. Oh, that's right. He was hurt during the first game of that series. I forgot about that. On the base paths, I think. And then who was it? Greg Allen that came in, and then didn't Greg Allen homer against the Mariners as well? You're welcome, Sideline Report, man. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, I do remember that with what was I saying here? Sorry if my stream is it lagging a little bit? My Wi-Fi thing just came on, so hopefully it's not lagging too much here. But yeah, I forgot about Bader getting hurt. So he's back. So the Yankees are getting some reinforcements for this series. Like I said, Bader, Rizzo's back. Yeah, it didn't work out well for us. Exactly. It seems to me the Mariners' MO is to, have remember the White Sox game, Tim Anderson went out and Remillard or whatever his name is came in on Saturday and went and reached base 5 times against us. See the Will Myers DFA, Stephen, we're taking a flyer. Yeah. I mean, why not? Like, the Mariners need some bats. He could DH he could be a platoon DH with Mike Ford. I'm not against bringing in really any bat at this point that has some potential. I wouldn't bank on it. It's not somebody that I would, rely on necessarily. But yeah, I think anybody's worth a shot, cheap, free kind of play. You know what I mean? Bring him in and let him DH against lefties. Better than AJ Pollock for sure. Astro, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well, my man. Always a good day for play-by-play. Excited to do it. During it. Silent. Yes. Yeah, we absolutely have to. The Seahawks don't play the Packers this year. That'd be a fun one. But we should definitely do a couple of games together. Absolutely. Maybe like a Sunday night game too. Maybe a game where our teams aren't in it either, so we can break it down a little more. No emotions flying. But yeah, we definitely need to do like once a month. Let's plan it. I got your email, man. Let's do like a once a month thing, something like that. I think that'd be awesome. Astro might be old school, but I always prefer listening to game than watching it. Yeah, I'm kind of that way too, especially with baseball. Baseball is meant for radio. Obviously, I grew up with Dave Niehaus and Rick Riz on the radio and sitting outside by the pool and everything, listening to it. I love watching baseball too, but baseball is good for radio. There's a reason that the television becoming more popular is what made football pass baseball in popularity in the 60s. Football lends itself better to TV and not as well in the radio. But I'm with you, Astro. There's no better sport in the radio than baseball. Yep, so definitely we will do it, man. No doubt about that. Definitely, yeah. Primetime game football. Yeah, I definitely want to do some football live streams. I'm nervous about it. Not nervous, but it'd be tough for me to do Seahawks games live stream. I'm going to do them, but I get so emotional. Like with baseball, I get emotional, but I can sit back and go, there's always tomorrow. Like if the Mariners get beat up tonight, you rebound tomorrow, there's a chance. Now, they may not rebound, but there's always that possibility. Football, you got to sit on those games for a week and go like, oh my gosh, I got to deal with this. And football's a different animal. It tests your emotions differently. Football's got more of a sprint feel to it, and baseball's got more marathon feel to it, for sure. So, but I'm looking forward to doing some football games live stream and hopefully getting a lot of people in here and having a good time. But yeah, baseball on the radio reminds me of my summers. 9 people in here. Welcome in. If you're new, hit that like button for me. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. The like button helps send this out to more people. If you're a Yankees fan in here, absolutely welcome in. No problem. I am a Mariners fan, so you're going to get a little bit of it's like you're watching the Root Sports broadcast versus the Yes Network. But, this isn't a trash talking place either. I'm just here to break down baseball. So anybody's welcome in here. Jacob says, I usually watch Norbcam, but I would totally turn. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Norbcam is really cool. I like watching his videos. So, I definitely won't be doing a live stream every Sunday for football, but I definitely want to do some. I completely agree, bro. So I get really mad when my teams do something stupid. Exactly. That's me. And it's just like, I can get mad, but then like the next play is happening and I've got to announce that play while also hoping that I can't imagine sitting going, Gino back to pass. Oh, come on, get it. You know what I mean? And trying to still do that play-by-play. I struggle with it with baseball sometimes, and baseball is, 162. It's easier to get over than football. So, but man, we're definitely going to do them. I can't wait. I saw a Sideline Report. You did a Red Zone live stream one day. That was actually really cool. I kind of want to do something like that because I'm a big Red Zone guy. When my team's not playing, if the Seahawks have an afternoon game, so we should do that too. That would be a lot of fun to do a Red Zone one. Or emotion. Yeah, I think it's just because Jacob, because like what everyone's saying here, and I'm with you, man. I get more emotional in football too. I think it's just because it's once a week and it sits with you. Like I go to work the next day, and that if the Seahawks lose like a close game, it's like digging at me still. Whereas baseball, even with the day off, it's like at most you've got 48 hours in between games. It's easy. It's easier to get over baseball. Not that I wouldn't say necessarily like football more, but it's just easier to bounce back with baseball. Sideline Report. Yeah, that was man, the out of breath thing. I hear you on that. I do that too after these. I'm like out of it. I can't imagine doing like 17 games at once and trying to keep up with what's going on. Especially like when you're doing one game, you can just focus, get the lineups there. But if you're doing the red zone, you're going back and forth like, wait, who is that caught that pass right there for that team? So that was a fun one. Every game, yeah, exactly. Every game counts. They all count in baseball too. But it certainly is, it does feel more meaningful each game for football. Oh yeah, our Seahawks secondary is loaded. Witherspoon, Woolen, hopefully a healthy Jamal Adams, Quandre Diggs. Julian Love's a really underrated signing. I think he's a great addition. Hopefully Kobe Bryant takes a step forward. I'll put the secondary up against anybody. It should help the pass rush a little bit too as well. Of course, if your team loses, oh God, I hate losing before a bye week. It is the worst because then you got the 2 weeks to stew on it. Now, sometimes I will say that bye week is nice because you can just watch a little red zone and enjoy football. But yeah, once your team loses it before the bye week, it's rough. It is rough for sure. I said I could do 3.5. Then I almost. You know what? Let's try it one day, man. Let's try that. I don't know if I can do 7 hours. I might have to take like a break in there somewhere, but we should try to do an all-day red zone stream. That'd be awesome. That'll be fun. I'd be dying too. Or like a triple header football day. Do 3 games the morning, afternoon, and the Sunday nighter. Every game of football at 7 is going to a whole week to dwell. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You got to get over it pretty quick. Now, the downside to that with baseball is you get a big win in football, you can soak that win in for a little bit. We're talking about the losses. When your team wins, it is a great feeling to soak it in for that. Can't believe we got Love so cheap. Yeah, I was surprised too. Really good, underrated player. Him and Draymond Jones are 2 great underrated signings. Good luck tonight playing shit. So trust me. Dev, dude, welcome in, man. Hit the sub button if you're new and hit the like button. You are welcome to chill here. Enjoy the game. This my commenter subscribers are super chill. Good luck to your Yankees. They have been playing poorly, but do not underestimate the Mariners' ability to lose a baseball game. Never do that. So good luck to you tonight, my man. And hopefully the Yankees, well, I hope they don't do well because I want the Mariners to pass win the wild card, but certainly best of luck to you and your team the rest of the way outside of the Mariners. So we are about, let's see, where are we at here? What time is it? Mariners don't do a sweep the Yankees. Yeah. You know what, though? You never know. That could mean we're due. Could mean we're due. You never say never. Yeah, you got Bader back. And last time you guys played us, you did not have Rizzo. You didn't have Stanton. So definitely some reasons to be optimistic here. And you're coming home. It was a rough series for the Yankees in Boston. You kind of just got to throw it away. The Mariners have had plenty of those series where we just get our butts kicked, and you just got to throw them away and move on to the next series. Yeah, have a safe drive, my man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sideline report. And yeah, we're definitely going to do some football live streams together, my man. Drive safe. I watched Love's high school tape. I haven't watched his high school tape. That's awesome that you were able to do that, William. He is really just one of those underrated. Him and Draymond Jones both really low-key good signings for the Seahawks, and ones that aren't going to be talked about a lot. But just like Nwosu last year, I think very much in that realm of signings. So, I know a lot of people think they didn't address the pass rush a lot in the offseason, but you get Draymond Jones, even Jaron Reed. I'm not big on Jaron Reed, but he should help that. And then that secondary being so good should help the pass rush a little bit too. His coach says for us so horrible. Took Volpe, have a chicken parm with Austin Wells to fix this. And I don't know too much. I know Aaron Boone is not the most popular guy in New York. I don't know too much about the Yankees. Obviously, I know Cashman. He's been there since I was a kid. Brian Cashman's been there. So, I think Cashman's a good GM. I don't know, though. I don't know all the ins and outs, obviously. I know Boone's not too popular. So, yeah, it's been a little bit of a rough run for the Yankees here, at least by Yankee standards. Lem, welcome in. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. So not really optimistic about the rest of the year. Yeah, I mean, Judge is so good. If you get Judge back, he can make up for a lot of inefficiencies. Pitching's still pretty good for you guys. I'll never sleep on the Yankees. It's just, they're Yankees, Astros, teams like that right now, the Braves, I'll never, ever count them out of anything and making a move. Derek Hall was a great addition. Morris, Cameron Young, I think all those guys are going to help for sure. Yeah, I agree with that, Steph. That's a great point. Definitely over Jefferson. Quentin Jefferson's a one-trick pony. He is a pass rusher that's not a great pass rusher. He has no run-stuffing ability. Shelby Harris, I think, is about on par, but I don't think Shelby Harris even signed yet. So I agree with you. I think Reed's a pretty solid upgrade over Jefferson. I don't like Quentin Jefferson at all. He's fine at what he does. He's a one-trick pony. And yeah, I think it's about on par, a little better than Shelby Harris. So I'm with you on that. Austin Wells, our double A catcher. Oh, okay. I thought he was the hitting coach. So I didn't know that. Well, it's good to see Volpe. Hopefully he's coming out of, he's a tremendous prospect talent. So hopefully he's getting it turned around for you guys. The Yankees kind of seem to be in a kind of one of these where it's like they've got some money invested, but they're trying to get some of these younger guys in the field. The Mariners have been there too, where it kind of becomes this hodgepodge of some weird veterans and some young guys, and you're just not quite, even right now, the Mariners are kind of in that a little bit. So I feel you there. Hopefully. Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully for you, hopefully for me, the Mariners win. But no, I do think the Yankees will hang around. I mean, you're going to get Judge back and stuff like that. So that they should end up being okay. Let's see. You got more emotional. Seahawks losses, but that's just because it's a whole week. I can rebound quickly for the Mariners because there's usually a game the next day or 48 hours. It's funny, the series loss in the wild card, not the wild card, the divisional series, the Astros. I was so drained. I didn't get super emotional when they lost to Houston. I haven't experienced playoff baseball since I was a freshman in high school, and I'm 36, if that tells you anything. So I was just so drained from the roller coaster of the playoffs that I never got too emotional over the Houston loss. It was just more of like, oh my gosh, what a run. So probably the Seahawks, but definitely have my emotions with the Mariners. Donaldson's playing overpriced. Yeah, I'm surprised a little bit on that. Donaldson seems to kind of be what's the public enemy number one for a lot of Yankees fans, and I get it. He is, struggling with the bat, although he still has some pop as well. What do you think about JP and Cabby switching spots lineup? So I'll be honest, my take on lineups. I'm not a big like, oh, where do guys bat? I think at the end of the day, good lineups score, bad lineups don't, regardless of where they are. I wouldn't mind getting JP out of that lead. Personally, I think JP is a perfect 9-hole hitter, works the count, gets on base, can get some hits. I don't love him in the leadoff spot necessarily, but I think right now with what they're trying to do, it makes the most sense. But I'd be willing to try it with the swap. But right now it seems to kind of be working for everybody. So I would probably leave it alone a little bit. But at the end of the day, I'm not a big lineup construction guy. Like if you got good hitters, they're going to hit. Bad hitters won't. I don't think where they bat makes a ton of difference. We have a lot of public enemies, number one. Yeah, I would probably say that's very true, being in New York for sure. JD's pop comes in with, oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, I actually watch, I'm sure you're sub to him, Bad Dog. I love Bad Dog and Entertain. I'm not a New York sports fan, but they are two of my favorites. They were actually kind of my inspiration for starting YouTube. Ironically, was those two. And Bad Dog was talking about that a lot of Donaldson's home runs were in like 13-3, 15-5, like hit some late in games when it's meaningless. So yeah, I did know a little bit about that for sure. We are about, what time is it? 3, so we're about 12 minutes away from first pitch here. So we are moving in closer. I appreciate all the comments and everything. Everybody chiming in. Keep the comments coming. Obviously, when the play-by-play starts, it'll be a little harder for me to respond to every single thing. But definitely welcome in anybody bringing the comments and hanging out here and, getting this game going. Should be fun. Looking forward to doing it. So yeah, looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm trying to do at least, my goal is now 3 of these a week. Mondays, Thursday, Fridays is the schedule I'm doing today because there was no game yesterday. That's not always going to be the case. But that is the goal, to do 3 a week, at least 2. And third inning did a hate workout for them. And then for 30, yeah, no, hey, you know what? At least it gets you in the gym, gets you pumping a little bit. So that is good. But yeah, I've had some games where I am ready to turn it off by the 3rd inning. Usually I leave it on, but I'm like on my phone doing things or something. So yeah, I usually, I've been there many, many times with the Mariners. Christian is behind for me. Yeah, I'm in the West Coast. Actually, I'm in the Southwest, but yeah, I'm on Pacific time where I am. So, which I like because I could not, if I lived on the East Coast right now, I don't think I could stay a Mariners fan. I don't think I could stay up till 10 p.m. No, I'd still be a Mariners fan, but staying up to 10 p.m. doing the games would be really, really hard for me to do for sure. Let me say that. Let me just respond to a text message real quick. Let's see. We are about 10 minutes away here from first pitch. If you're just coming in, hit that like button for me. If you're not subbed, hit the sub button. Helps me out a whole heck of a lot. So not subbed as well, make sure to subscribe. Or Schmidt, tomorrow you guys take the game, but because Cole's going to be shut down. But our offense has been President's the dad that left for milk. Is it supposed to be Schmidt that goes tomorrow? I'm not. I know tomorrow is a question mark for the Yankees, but I definitely think this is the toughest game for the Mariners. Not saying they're going to guarantee to win the next 2 by any means, But going against Garrett Cole is going to be tough for sure. You start till 10 p.m. Yeah, I'm with you, Astro. I'm usually in bed, depending on the Mariners game, like once it ends or 9:15. Like I'm in bed. Now, I'm not always asleep, but I am in bed by like 9 o'clock, pending a Mariners game. Yeah, it's TBD. I saw that for tomorrow. So, and Luis Castillo goes tomorrow for the Mariners, but it's been a while since Castillo's won a start. I'm trying to think. It's been a while. When I was thinking about before I came on for the Mariners fans here, what was the last road series the Mariners won? I want to say it was Oakland. Am I wrong on that, guys? Mariner fans chime in there. I want to say because they lost they split in San Diego, lost in LA, lost to Texas, lost in Boston, lost in Atlanta. I want to say the Oakland series was the last road series win for this team, unless I'm just missing one, but I think it is. That's insane. That's been a while. It's been almost a month since Mariners have won a road series. So hopefully this is a tough road trip, New York and Baltimore. The good news is they're showing, that must be where George Kirby went to high school. They're showing it on TV here. So it's been a while since this team has won a road series. They were kind of road warriors last year. At least it always felt like that, that they were always tough on the road. So hopefully they can bounce back. George Kirby in the senior in high school was 6-0, .332 ERA, 73 Ks, notable alumni. Adam Silver, oh wow. Eric Jung, I'm not sure who that is. BJ Surhoff, I definitely remember BJ Surhoff. He went to George Kirby's high school just a few years before George was there. Yeah. Yes.
Did you want to go have travel day on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then like a half day?
Sorry about this, but we're major discussions about family vacation right now. So give me a second. Very important stuff.
The kids are gonna have a sleepover with my parents on Thursday, so we could get up super early in the morning on Friday.
Let's do the half day Monday and a travel day Friday. What do you think?
Sure.
No, because I don't want to go and then drive. Let's do Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we're booked. We're official. It's done.
Love it. Well, that you guys are even getting little insights into my family travels and history here. So let's get this. Just getting everything ready here. Hopefully you guys are ready for some baseball. We are 7 minutes away now from first pitch. Looks like we've got Aaron Goldsmith in the booth here. Hopefully Mike Blowers is going to be back soon. Blowers came back from one game. He did the first game of the Houston series and haven't seen him since. Garrett Cole, all-time ranks versus the Mariners. 5th in ERA, 2.25. His strikeout to walk ratio is first. Point average second. I didn't remember facing. Oh, he was on the Astros. I forgot Garrett Cole was on the Astros for so many years. So that would be why those numbers. I forget we faced him. Ooh, who is the umpiring crew? Christian, that is a great question. Let me see if I can find that out for you. Let's see. Hopefully, let's see. Usually Game Day has it. Does it not? The box score. Oh, here we go. Dan Bellino behind home plate. Phil Cuzzy. So Phil Cuzzy is known for the he's the big substance guy. I think his crew, this is the crew that's tossed 2 or 3 guys for foreign substance. You've also got Shane Livensparger and Mark Rippinger on the crew. Bellino behind the plate. I think this is the same crew in LA. I think Cuzzy was the home plate umpire when Ohtani had that strike 3 called on him that Phil Nevin went nuts on. Yeah, that's right. LeMahieu not in the lineup today. Didn't even think of that. So I forget sometimes with the other teams who's in and who's out of the lineups. Yeah, no problem, Christian. You are very welcome. I'm always curious too about the umps because I like to give them. Listen, when the umps are good, they deserve credit. It's not an easy job to do, and we have so much technology nowadays to really break these guys down. Whereas, even heck, in 2010 when I was growing up, in high school in 04, 05, you didn't have the pitch FX stuff. It's just there's the ball. So it was hard to be super critical, but nowadays everything is just right there in real time. So umpire, exactly. It's hard. Now, listen, I mean, my thing is like to go to the robot umps isn't as a blame of the umps. I think they do the best they can. Some are bad. There are some umpires that are really bad, that do deserve to be reprimanded, but there's others that are just, kind of doing their thing. Char, what is up, man? Glad to have you in the live stream. I don't know if you've been here for some of the live streams, so welcome in. Good to have you here. Let's go Mariners, and I'm doing good, my man. Thanks for asking. It is definitely high time for robo umps. It's just, honestly, it's not fair to these guys. Like, as much as we yell at them, with all the technology we have, like, these guys, like, if it's an inch outside, we have everybody on Twitter going, what a terrible call. This is awful, not myself included. And it's like, man, it missed by that. Back in the day, you didn't have all that, so you weren't sure. It's not really fair to them. They're put in a tough spot to make these calls. I mean, and we've also got, back in the day, you had guys that were throwing, 89, 90, and then some 75 breaking balls. I mean, you got like guys like Brian Wu who are throwing 97 two-seamers up there. Munoz with the slider. I mean, you're asking these 65-year-old guys to track this. That's not an easy thing to do. I'm younger than that, and I would have trouble doing it. I did for a little bit Little League when I was in high school, and that was brutal. I'd have coaches yell at me. I used to go, my mom dropped me off here. I'm 16. Leave me alone. But I agree. It is high time for the robot umpires. We are 3 minutes away from first pitch. Hopefully we get more people in. Let me put it out on Twitter. So if anybody from the Twitter world wants to head on over, I don't know if we want people from the Twitter world. No, I'm just kidding. I'm in my own stream on my phone. Live from Yankee Stadium, new Yankee Stadium. Not the old Yankee Stadium. That was gone in what? 08 was the last year of old Yankee Stadium, I believe. So let's change the banner here as we are about to be ready for some baseball. We can go over the lineups one more time here before we get started. For the Mariners, J.P. Crawford will lead off and play short. He will be followed by Julio Rodriguez batting second, playing center. Ty France bats third. He is at first base. Teoscar Hernandez bats fourth and right. Jared Kelenic will bat fifth and play left field. Eugenio Suarez bats sixth at third base. Cal Raleigh will do the catching and bat seventh. Mike Ford is the DH, will bat eighth. And Jose Caballero is the second baseman. He will bat ninth. I agree, Char. It's definitely a series where you certainly don't want to get swept. That would be a disaster for the wild card and almost end your hopes of the playoffs. But without Judge, I definitely think the Mariners are more than capable of winning 2 out of 3 here. Maybe it was a 4:07 start time, not 4:10, because Garrett Cole looks ready to go here. 91 innings, 29 walks, 98 strikeouts, and his first pitch to J.P. Crawford is outside for ball one. And we are underway from Yankee Stadium. Game 1, Mariners and Yankees. The 1-0 from Cole to J.P. Crawford is outside 2-0. JP is going to give you a good at-bat. 242, 4 homers, 24 RBIs on the year from JP. He homered in game 2 of the series against the White Sox. The 2-0 from Cole is a little inside, but it's going to be called a strike. Strike 1. Borderline looked inside, but it goes the way of Garrett Cole. It's 2-1 to J.P. Crawford. Cole is set and ready in his pitch. JP, a little flare into center field. Bader coming on. He's going to be there to make the catch. And there is one away here in the top of the first. And that will bring up Julio Rodriguez. Defensively for the Yankees, McKinney is in left. Bader in center. Bowers in right. Across the infield, Donaldson at third. Volpe at short. Torres at second. Rizzo is at first. Garrett Cole will do the pitching, and Jose Trevino will do the catching. Was it? I did not see that. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Julio, first pitch swinging right to the second baseman, Torres, and that is an easy out, number 2. 96 there. Didn't look too bad there. But I did not even notice in the first at bat, but it was 96 to Julio. That seems pretty good. You never know, too. Sometimes first inning, these guys got to get their arms built up a little bit, but not a great start. Only 2 outs on 5 pitches from the Mariners. So I'd like to see them work. If you're not going to get hits off Cole, you want to work the pitch count. Here's Ty France. He goes first pitch swinging, and he hits a ground ball right to Volpe, and it is an easy 1-2-3 inning for Garrett Cole on just 6 pitches. So we will head to bottom of the first. It is the Mariners nothing, and the Yankees coming up. So the Mariners trying to jump on Cole. Looks like early there. It's tough with Garrett Cole because you don't want to just wait around and have him strike you out either, because with his stuff. So it's not like he's guaranteed to, not throw strikes or anything like that. So tough start. Would certainly like to have him throw more than 6 pitches, though, in an inning. So Garrett Cole's on pace for a, 54-pitch complete game? I don't think it'll be quite that quick, but we will see as George Kirby will take the mound for the Mariners. If you are just coming in here, hit that like button. Thank you to everybody that has already. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. That helps me out a lot too, as I am on my road to be monetized. So anything you guys can do, the likes help push it out to more people, and then the subs just help me get more subs. So thank you to everybody that is joined here and joined in the conversation. Don't hesitate to hop in the conversation if you are new. Everybody is welcome here. Make sure my phone is good. Vegas split. Seems like Yankees today. Oh, like in the betting, Williams, is that what you're talking about? It's like split 50-50 for the betting on the game. Is that what you were talking about? With Vegas split. Some like Yankees today. Yeah, I think with Garrett Cole, you're going to get a little bit more of that. I don't think the national, people know George Kirby quite as well yet. So I'm assuming that's one of the reasons why Yankees lineup looks like this. Jake Bauers leads off in right field, followed by Gleyber Torres will bat second, play second. Stanton bats third in DH. Rizzo bats fourth at first base. Donaldson will bat fifth and play third. Harrison Bader will bat sixth and play center. Billy McKinney bats seventh and is in left. Jose Trevino will bat eighth and do the catching. And the shortstop, Anthony Volpe, will bat ninth. Here is George Kirby against former Mariner Jake Bauers, who tormented the Mariners in Seattle. His first pitch from Kirby is a little outside for ball 1-0. Bauers had a big series against the Mariners in Seattle. Bauers had some nice hits for the Mariners down the stretch in 21. It was a good kind of bench bat player. Here's the 1-0 from Kirby. That just misses outside, 2-0. Kirby right there, just a little outside on the zone on some of those pitches. Kirby 13 starts, 6-5, and a 3.24 ERA. 80 innings, only 6 walks, and 71 strikeouts. The 2-0. Bauers is going to foul that one down the line, and it'll get out of play for strike one. 2-1. George Kirby went to high school just down the road from Yankee Stadium. He shut out the Yankees his last time out with 8 shutout innings in a game the Mariners won 1-0 on a Cal Raleigh walk-off. Bauers, 235, 5 homers, 14 RBIs. He sends a grounder right to Caballero. He will flip it over to Ty France, and that is out number 1. Kirby at 97 miles per hour. So his velocity looks just fine. Just respond to a text. Here comes Gleyber Torres. And Kirby's first pitch to Torres is up high for ball 1. Alrighty. The 1-0 from Kirby to Mr. Gleyber Torres, Yankees second baseman, and he will foul that one off back on the screen, 1-1. All the Yankees offensive number leaders, runs, home runs, RBIs, hits, extra base hits, is all Aaron Judge. So, steals is Volpe at 15. So Mariners can't be too upset that Mr. Judge is not in the lineup or on the IL right now. The 1-1 to Torres misses outside, 2-1. Obviously, Aaron Judge is a great player, and I hope he is healthy and gets back in there because baseball is better with him in there. But not going to complain too much about him being out of the lineup. Gleyber Torres hit .333 against the Mariners in that series. He really was a pest because he was hitting in front of Aaron Judge. Here's Kirby's 2-1 to Torres. A little off the fister, and that's going to drop in for a base hit, and that's kind of what he did in Seattle. That was a little in on the fist blooper that falls in with probably an exit velo of about 2, but it is a base hit for Gleyber Torres. So 1 on, 1 out for Giancarlo Stanton. Good pitch from Kirby, up and in a little bit at 97. Torres with just enough muscle to get it out over the head of Jose Caballero. Here is Giancarlo Stanton, 204, 6 homers, 13 RBIs on the season. Not off to a great start, but you got to respect his power. He sends it down the right field line foul at 98. Stanton stands back in. Still has that intimidating stance and swing where every swing feels like it might be a ball that's going to go over the fence. Kirby's 0-1. Again, down the right field line and foul 97. Good pitch just on the bottom inner half of the zone. Good pitch from George Kirby. Stanton, 384 career homers, 984 career RBIs. So he should get his 1,000th career RBI this season. Hopefully not this series against the Mariners. The 0-2 from Kirby to Stanton with Torres on it first is up high, 98, 1-2. Good pitch. See if he can chase one up high. Last 2 live streams I've done on my channel have been George Kirby starts. I was on with Rooftop on Friday, but that was Brian Wu who started that. But on my channel, it's been Kirby. Kirby comes set, and the 1-2 to Giancarlo Stanton is on the way. And it's a slider outside, 2-2. Little too far outside. Not going to get him to chase that. You want that slider to be a little bit more, a little closer to the zone. Torres is on at first after a little kind of bloop hit over the second baseman Caballero's head. Here's the 2-2 from Kirby to Stanton. Strike 3 call. Perfect pitch. Bottom of the zone. A little delayed call by Dan Bellino. Is that who I said the home plate umpire was? Another pet peeve of mine is delayed umpire calls. Like this one from Bellino. I didn't know if he was going to ring him up on this. It was a great pitch, and he kind of hesitates. But yes, that is strike 3 called. Good pitch. Probably a little borderline, but I think that was in there for a strike. Here is Anthony Rizzo. 262, 11 homers, 36 RBIs this year for Rizzo. And that's a good breaking ball dropped in there by Kirby for strike 1. Nice pitch from George Kirby. Great pitch to Stanton there for strike 3. Stanton steps in. 116 WRC plus this year for Rizzo, above league average. Here's the 0-1. That ball is hit high to center field. Teo going back to the track, to the wall, and it's off the wall. How did Teo not get that? That's going to score a run, and it is 1-0 Yankees on an RBI double by Rizzo. How was that not caught by Teoscar? That go off the wall? That looked like something he should have caught. RBI double for Anthony Rizzo. It is 1-0 Yankees. I thought that was going to get out for a second. That's not good against Garrett Cole. You don't want to get down by too much. Let's see. Teo's going over. Looks like he's got it. That's awful. That's awful. That's just off his glove. Teo is an elite athlete and a bad outfielder. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, no, he's just not. It's stuff like that. Like the athletic, he got to the ball. I just, that drives me nuts. Here's Donaldson, takes strike 1 on a nice pitch. Listen, that ball was crushed. I'm not trying to, take away from anything here. Let me edit the score here. Well, I'll wait till the end of the inning. But that's got to be – it's like a great basketball player just learning baseball. Yeah, it kind of does feel like that. I get where you're coming from, Astro. That's got to be caught. And here's the 0-1 from Kirby to Donaldson. Outside, got the call. That's a strike, 0-2. That was the same one that Cole got to JP. It's just super frustrating because, against Rizzo, against Garrett Cole, these all matter. You give up 1, 2, 3. That's not good. That's a shame. That ball absolutely has to be caught. Here's Kirby's 0-2 to Donaldson. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Donaldson is down. The Yankees do get a run on an RBI double from Anthony Rizzo that should have been caught by Teoscar Hernandez. And we head to the top of the second. It's the Yankees 1 and the Mariners nothing. Yeah, Teo will never be confused with having a gold glove. That is absolutely right. And what Castro said, he's a good athlete. He should be better. It's just that's got to be caught. And again, in a game, I mean, that's inexcusable in any game, but against Garrett Cole, when one run might be all you get, you got to preserve every run you can, as a defense. And that's just, there we go. So that's just, and with 2 outs too, of course, that's the other frustrating thing. If that happens with 1 out, it's second and third. But because it happens with 2 outs, Torres is running the whole time. But yeah, that should have been caught. Thank goodness it didn't get over the fence because it was hit well. But I just don't know how Teo didn't catch that. It went off his glove. So that's disappointment. That's disappointing. It almost looked like Teo, if you watch it, Teo did like this little jump. I don't know why he did that. If he just stood there, I think he's done it. And he's done that a few times where he does this kind of little hop. It was right there. So I'm probably harping on that more than I should. But, that's is what it is. Not a great start from theirs, but George Kirby did look sharp. So we'll see what ends up happening. Just seeing what Twitter has to say about that. Yeah, just, yeah, I wonder if Teo thought that was gone initially and then realized he had a shot at it. I'm harping on too much. We head to the top of the second here. It'll be Teo. Hopefully he can redeem himself. Jared Kelenic and Eugenio Suarez here tonight from Yankee Stadium. Here is Teoscar, and he will take a ball outside 1-0. Yankee Stadium's definitely on my bucket list of stadiums I would love to get to go to and watch a baseball game. Here's Cole's 1-0 to Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss on a nice slider, 1-1. Cole just 6 pitches in that first inning. So hopefully the Mariners can make him throw a little bit more and maybe get a run. Here's the 1-1 to Teoscar. That's in their first strike, 1-2. Good pitch from Garrett Cole. Here's the 1-2. And Teo hits a shot grounder to short. Volpe on his way to first, and that's in time to get Teoscar Hernandez hustling the whole way. So I appreciate that aspect of it. But just not enough to beat it out. Teo kind of saying, it looked like he's saying it kind of went off his thumb there of his glove a little bit. So talking about with Julio, I mean, it happens. It's a mistake. A buddy of mine always said, being down 1-0, never bother him. You got to score 1 anyways. Here's Jared Kelenic, swing and a miss of that changeup. That's been a pitch that has killed Kelenic this season. He is down 0-1 in the count. But yeah, you got to score 1 run to win anyway, so you can't get too upset about being down 1-0. Here's the 0-1 to Kelenic. That's a ball inside. Good take by Jared, 1-1. I think they've already made Cole throw the same amount of pitches this inning as they did last, so that's good. Here's the 1-1 from Cole to Kelenic. That's inside, 2-1. Good take by Jared. Looks like a little slider, maybe 2-seamer or something from Cole, trying to kind of run it in and then back over the plate to Jared, but just not quite getting back over the plate. Kelenic looks like he takes his time out. He does, and he will step back in. Kelenic does have a home run off Cole in that game where the Mariners roughed him up last year in Castillo's debut. The 2-1 is fouled away, 2-2. Good pitch by Cole down in the zone. Not much Kelenic's going to do with that. But you got to swing. It's a strike. And Cole is ready. And the 2-2 to Jared Kelenic. Will hit down the line, but foul just out in front of that changeup from Garrett Cole. Kelenic's hard hit rate this year, well above average. Let's get some going. Welcome, Mr. Moses. Welcome in. Good to see you here. And yes, let's get something going here. The 2-2 to Kelenic is outside. 3-2. Just got to bounce back. Tough kind of first inning there with that Teo bobble, but got to get one anyways to win. So only 1-0. 3-2 from Garrett Cole to Mr. Jared Kelenic. And the pitch is on the way. And that is low, ball 4. Good take by Jared Kelenic. That's a good pitch and a tough one to lay off. So the Mariners have their first base runner of the night. It is a 1-out walk to Jared Kelenic, and that will bring up Eugenio Suarez. Twitter Tuesday on Root Sports. So if you are on Twitter, they do giveaways if you can answer their questions correctly. I have gotten some correct, but I've never won the prize. I just don't really play anymore. Here is Eugenio Suarez. Kelenic on first with a 1-out walk. And the pitch is a strike, 96 from Garrett Cole. Gino wanted to offer that one, but held up. 215, 7 homers, 39 RBIs. This is a park where Gino can put it out of. So love to see him have a big home run series. He has had 2 career home runs against Garrett Cole, including one last year. The 0-1, way outside. Gino did not go. It's 1-1. 6 for 24, 2 home runs. So Gino's had some success against Garrett Cole, or at least as much as one can have against a good pitcher like Garrett Cole. Cole definitely one of the Cy Young frontrunners so far. And his 1-1 to Eugenio Suarez is going to be off the fist and drops in for a base hit. So Torres had a little blooper, and Gino will check in with a little blooper that just gets over the head of Torres. So the Mariners have 2 on with 1 out for Cal Raleigh, who is a guy that should be able to take advantage of this ballpark. I think Gino thought it was going to be caught. Cole doesn't look too happy. Just a little Texas leaguer just over the head of Torres. But Torres got one against the Mariners in the first inning, so we'll take it. We will definitely take it, and that will bring up Cal Raleigh. 2 on and 1 out for the big dumper. Mariners have a 3-game set in New York and then a 3-game set in Baltimore. Cal Rock in the stash. Here's Cole's pitch. It is in there for a strike. 0-1. I don't think that's where he wanted it. Looks like he missed a spot, but still got in there. Cal, 229 homers, 29 RBIs. Again, this is the ballpark that should favor a guy like Cal. That short right field porch is made for Cal. So let's see if he can maybe put one out there. The 0-1. And he's going to hit that one to left field. That's going to stay in the park, wrong part of the ballpark. Bowers is there, and he makes the catch 2 away. Not that that would have gotten out on the other side of the park either, but we want Cal to be hitting it to right field. That will bring up Mike Ford. So disappointing at bat for Cal Raleigh. Again, this is where with Garrett Cole in the mound, you want to get something. You're not going to get a ton of base runners against him, a lot of opportunities. You want to find a way to get that run back and kind of even this thing back up here and start this game fresh a little bit. So be kind of disappointed the Mariners can't come up with something here. Mike Ford, former Yankee, will be the last chance for the Mariners in this inning. Unless he gets on, then it'll be up to Caballero. Ford, 200, 4 homers, 5 RBIs. 2 homers in the Angels series and had 2 home runs against the Marlins. Another guy that can hit it out of Yankee Stadium, that's for sure. Garrett Cole is ready, and his offering to Ford. And he fouls that off. Good pitch to hit. Ford's frustrated. Good velocity, 98 from Cole. Not a bad pitch by any means, but I think one that Mike Ford feels like he probably could have done something with. Mariners are 18th in baseball in runs scored with 4.4 per game. Cole comes set. His 0-1. Is in there for a strike, 97. Great pitch. That one's tough because there's nothing Mike Ford can do there. I mean, if you swing at that, you're just going to roll over it. You just got to hope he doesn't have that too much pinpoint command. Cole is ready. His 0-2 to Mike Ford. And the pitch. Oh, another one that Ford's going to want back. That was a kind of a slider that hung out over the middle of the plate by Cole. Ford fouls it off. That's a couple in this at bat that I think Ford's had a shot to do something with. Again, like Garrett Cole's so good, that's not a bad pitch, but I don't think Cole wanted the 91. Excuse me, sorry about that. Making it weird right on the corner there. The ump says, "Let's go." Ford must have called his timeout. And the 0-2 from Garrett Cole to Mike Ford with 2 on. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at 98. Yeah, Ford wasn't going to. You're right, Moses. That's heat. I mean, unfortunately, Ford missed a couple pitches there that he could have done something with. He had the first pitch, well, it wasn't bad. It was 96, but it was hittable. And then he hung a slider on the next 0-2 pitch, and Ford fouled it back. And that's where you maybe like someone a little bit more, better than Mike Ford. But Ford's done a nice job so far. So unfortunately, the Mariners get 2 on with 1 out, but cannot do anything with it. We will head to the bottom of the second. It's the Yankees 1 and the Mariners nothing. So disappointing there. When you're going up against Garrett Cole, you're not going to have a ton of opportunities. So you want to find a way. Like Gino getting that blooper is great because, listen, get him while you can against Garrett Cole. You're hoping for a few more of those, and maybe you can do something with it. But unfortunately, not able to. If you're new here in the channel, hit the sub button and hit the like button for me. Thank you to everybody that's already done it. It just helps send it out to more people. So I appreciate everybody that is in here and supporting the channel. Thank you very much. I think we've got 5 in here right now. It's going back and forth a little bit. It'll be for the Yankees due up will be Bader, McKinney, and Trevino. So it'll be 6, 7, and 8. Due up for New York. It's 1-0 Yankees on an RBI double by Anthony Rizzo. That was definitely hit hard. It probably should have been caught. Well, definitely should have been caught. It went off the glove of Teoscar Hernandez. And unfortunately, with 2 outs, which means that everyone was running. Let me just send a message real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Let me just do this really quickly here. I'm not going anywhere. Hopefully you guys can still see. I'm just checking something on my computer real quick here. Here's Kirby against Bader, and that's strike 1 on the inside corner. Now, where did I go? Here is the 0-1 from Kirby to Bader. On the ground, that's going to get through on the right side for a base hit. So it is a leadoff single for Harrison Bader. We got chili and meatloaf. Love it. Love it. I love both of those. Great comfort foods for both you guys. How do I? Copy. Now we'll bring up McKinney. And he will take ball 1. Sorry, guys. I know this is like super unprofessional here. I'm just trying to get this done. The 1-0 to McKinney. He shows bunt, takes a strike. And the 1-1 to McKinney. In there for a strike. Runner's going. Throw down to second. It gets away. And Bader's going to have to stay at second. So quickly the Yankees have a runner at second with nobody out. So not a great start. Bader with the stolen base. Cal seems to have given up some more stolen bases this year. Not quite the same Cal. Yankees 192 team batting average in their last 14 games. The 1-2 from Kirby to McKinney. Bader jumping all around on second base. Here's the 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Did he go? No, he did not. I didn't think he went. And the 2-2 from Kirby to McKinney is outside, 3-2. And the 3-2 to McKinney. And that ball's hit high and deep into right field. And Billy McKinney has hit a 2-run home run off of George Kirby. And it is 3-0 New York Yankees. And this is the same stuff that happened up in Seattle. Doesn't matter if it's Judge or whoever, it's Billy McKinney hitting a 2-run home run. 432, that thing was crushed. Exit velo of 105. And here's George Kirby again. Good starts, bad start. Good start, bad start. And against Garrett Cole, 3-0 might be it. I mean, it might be. I'm not going to say it, but that's going to get 3 runs off of him. It's going to be a lot. Strike 1 to Trevino. It's just frustrating. Like, you need to get those guys out. You know, if Aaron Judge beats you, you can tip your cap. But it's like it's Remillard, Benintendi, McKinney. These guys just killing the Mariners. That is a generous strike call there. 0-2. That's a base hit into right field on an 0-2 pitch. So, yeah, this unfortunately has been George Kirby's MO. It's good starts, bad starts, good starts, bad starts, and it's got to stop. Like, this is a lineup he should be able to control as Trevino gets the base hit, and it's frustrating. Like, yeah, I'm with you. Come on. It's 0-2 pitch. It's too much around the zone sometimes for Kirby. It's just everything is in the zone, and this is what can happen. Obviously, still a long way to go in this one, but yeah, just frustrating. Here's the pitch, and that's a ground ball right to JP. There's 1, and there is 2. So they turn 2 on the shortstop, Volpe. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to do some work things here. I'm trying to get this done here, and I just having trouble doing it. There we go. All right, I should be good. Sorry about that, everybody. Kind of unprofessional. Yeah, I'm with you. Well, maybe find a way to back him off the plate a little bit here. Something to be able to, and listen, like, as there's a ground ball, as Bowers looks like he kind of tripped. So Caballero will make the play for an easy out. Yankees get 2 on the 2-run home run by Billy McKinney, and it is 3-0 Yankees heading to the third. Top of the line needs to bring at least a run to have a chance next outing. Yeah, it's just frustrating because it's like, it's back and forth for Kirby with these starts. And listen, it's 2 innings. Like, it's not the end of the world. He could still pitch a quality start here today. But this is a lineup that's been scuffling. And again, it's like, it's Rizzo's fine. That doesn't bother me. But, Teo should have caught that. And then it's Billy McKinney getting 2-run home runs. And then, the lineup again, having a chance last inning against Cole, and Cal doesn't come through, and Mike Ford either. You got to scrap out some runs when you have the opportunity. Still a lot of time left in this one, but definitely a frustrating start. I will say this is the game of the 3 that I was probably the least confident in the Mariners winning. That's not saying I'm thinking they're going to necessarily win the next 2, but definitely of the 3, I was least confident. Astro get powerful, but yep. Hopefully looking better when you come back. No worries, man. Thanks for stopping in. Score. Yeah, you got to score early against Cole. You don't want to let these aces settle in, and I think he has a little bit. So we'll see. 3's not impossible. A bloop and a blast, you're right back in it. Yeah, get some runs. Like I said, it's not over. I mean, we are far from anything being over here. A bloop and a blast, and it's game on, and we're right back in this thing. So just need that bloop and need that blast. Now, can they get it is the question. But yeah, you don't want to let Garrett Cole settle in here. Kirby's got to you got to keep him at 3. You can't get, let it get much worse than that. I would have said coming in that 3 would have been like the max I think you can allow against Garrett Cole. So we'll see. A lot of time left, only the 3rd inning. Mariners will have Caballero, JP, and Julio due up in the top half of the 3rd. I think the more frustrating thing right now, it's just letting guys that George Kirby should be getting out beat you. The Rizzo one didn't bother me that much, but here's Caballero, takes a pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. It's Dave Sims and Aaron Goldsmith again. No sign of Mike Blowers. Hopefully maybe on the next homestand. We'll see. Cole's 0-1 to Caballero. Is strike 2 on the outside corner. Good. Cole's sharp today. He's hitting the corners. It's going to be a tall order for the Mariners to scrap away 3 runs, but let's see if they can find a way. The 0-2 from Cole to Caballero is low, 1-2. Caballero steps in, and the 1-2 from Garrett Cole to Caballero is going to be fouled back. We will do the 1-2 once again. Futures game Saturday, July 8th at T-Mobile. Harold Reynolds and Raul Ibanez will be doing the managing in the Futures game, which I likely won't be watching. I'll definitely watch the All-Star game. Maybe have a stream for the All-Star game. Here's the 1-2 to Cabby, and he fouls that one off again, 1-2. 96, but a good pitch to swing at. That was not going to, I don't know if it's going to be a strike, but not one you want to take. Mariners need some runs. You'd like to at least get one of those back here just to get a little bit of momentum going in that dugout. Caballero steps in, and the 1-2 from Cole. A little blooper in the center field. Nope, it's going to be caught by Volpe. A little blooper just behind the bag at second base. That looked a little better off the bat than it was. So that is out number 1 as Caballero pop-up / lines out to Anthony Volpe. And that'll bring up J.P. Crawford for his second at-bat of the game. J.P. stands in, and that one's inside 1-0 to J.P. Crawford. J.P. popped out his first time up to Bader in center field. Mariners are going one time through against Cole. Here's the 1-0 to JP. It's the ball, 2-0. A little high. That was borderline. That could have gone either way. Good take by JP. Definitely more out of the zone than in the zone, but definitely could have been a strike. Cole's 2-0 to JP Crawford. Is low, 3-0. Walks are good. Like to get some base runners here. At least put up a little pressure on Garrett Cole. The 3-0 to JP is in there, 3-1. Yeah, and I'm with you, Moses. And JP always just good battles too. Like he's, even when he's making outs, he's at least making that pitch count work a little bit. So here's the 3-1 from Garrett Cole to JP Crawford. And Cole's 3-1 pitch is going to be fouled off, 3-2. That would have been a strike. So good swing by JP, 3-2. Garrett Cole's not just going to give in to JP Crawford. So JP is going to have to battle here, see if JP can find a way to get on base and give Julio and Ty and Teo maybe a chance to swing the bat here and do some damage. JP's walk rate out 6% above league average. Cole comes set. His 3-2 to JP Crawford is going to be hit to the first baseman Rizzo. He's got it, fires over to Cole for out number 2. Good at bat by JP, but it ends in a ground out, and that will bring up Julio Rodriguez with 2 outs and nobody on. Highest active WAR amongst pitchers without a Cy Young: Sale, Wainwright, Cueto, Cole, and Bumgarner. Is Bumgarner still technically active? I guess so, even though he was released. I'm sorry, I thought Cole did have a Cy Young, but I guess he doesn't. For some reason, I thought he did win one of the Cy Youngs in Houston or something. Same with Chris Sale. I thought he had one. Here's Julio, and that's fouled off. 0-1. 89, good slider from Garrett Cole. Not much Julio was going to do that. Had it gone out there, that was going to be a little roller to short. Cole only at 39 pitches, so not only have the Mariners just not gotten anything going off of him, he has not thrown a ton of pitches either. So it's going to be a battle for the Mariners to get back into this one. Here's the 0-1 from Cole to Julio. That's low and outside, 1-1. First thing you got to do is got to get base runners. You need someone to get on and hopefully take advantage of the short porch and, make this 3-1, 3-2. Get back in this. Here's the 1-1 to Julio. Outside, 2-1, 97. Next pitch will be number 42 from Garrett Cole. And he comes set, and his pitch to Julio. And Julio fouls it off at 97. In on the hands. Probably a ball, but tough one to take. 2-2. Garrett Cole comes set. And his 2-2 pitch to Julio Rodriguez. Julio fouls that off at 98, right down the pipe. Probably the best pitch Julio's going to get to hit in this at-bat. Cole's 2-2 to Julio Rodriguez. Did he go? Is a low slider. He looks like he did not go. They didn't show me the ump, but Julio's still standing in there, so I'm assuming he did not go. The 3-2. And Julio's going to hit that one to right field. Going over is the right fielder. I believe that's Bowers, and he will make the catch for the out. So the Mariners go 1-2-3. In the top half of the third, we'll head the bottom of the third. It's the Yankees 3, the Mariners nothing. I just hope this game doesn't become a block because those are the toughest ones to do the live streams for. Because it just gets hard when it gets 6, 7, 8 nothing and tough to do. So hopefully it can at least stay and the Mariners can battle back and make this a game. The Yankees will have, I believe it'll be 1, 2, and 3. Bowers, Torres, and Stanton due up. Yes, 1, 2, 3 for the Mariners. I will say JP and Julio did get the count full, so they weren't far off from making maybe a little something happen. But Cole looks pretty sharp. But sometimes nothing can do. Listen, I'll be honest. You guys know in my post-game recaps, I will get on the team when they make bad pitchers look good. I was frustrated with the Lance Lynn performance because Lance Lynn has not been very good. Now they won the game. For him to dominate like that was not good. Garrett Cole's great. Like the Mariners lineup could be the best in baseball and Garrett Cole could shut them down. So I'm not going to rip them here for being shut down by Garrett Cole. But this is why some of those other games are so frustrating because this is why you have to take advantage when you play some of these other pitchers because you're going to face the Garrett Coles of the world who are going to shut down some of the best lineups. So can't be too frustrated here with the offense. It'd be nice if they could score a run or two. They're certainly capable of doing that. But, Dylan Moore's in the game. Uh-oh. Who's out? So it looks like we have an injury update here as Dylan Moore takes over at, I can't tell where he is. I don't know the sound because I don't want to get copyrighted. Is he at short? He come in for JP? Let me check Twitter here real quick. But we do have Dylan Moore in the game. It looks like he's on the infield. So let's see what is going on. You say it's still about 4, it's desperation time, King. Yeah, exactly, Moses. Like, it's early as that ball misses way inside to Gleyber Torres. So it's Torres, not Bowers made the last out. Yeah, exactly. It's early. Eventually, it's not early. Yeah, J.P. Crawford has been pulled. So I'll try and keep you guys updated. But Dylan Moore is in at shortstop. So hopefully everything okay with J.P. 1-1, the count on Gleyber Torres. I didn't see anything from JP unless he pulled something running, the 1-1. Torres fouls it off 1-2. JP has such a violent swing too. They always get worried he pulled something. Yeah, disappointing. Hopefully no word yet on Twitter as to why JP was pulled, but obviously we'll hear more from Scott after the game. It's going to be tough to learn much during it. Here's the 1-2 to Torres, up high 2-2. At least the Mariners do have Dylan Moore back, so they have good depth there, which is good to see. But definitely don't want JP to be hurt. Here's the 2-2. That's outside 3-2. Kirby not that sharp tonight. Just doesn't look quite as sharp. Not much else to say. He's gone deep into some counts. Against Miami, that breaking ball was always right there. Even when it missed, it was there. Today, his misses are just bad misses. And that's the problem for Kirby when he gets hit. If he can't hit the outsides of the zones, he can be in the zone, but it's just too much in the zone. Here's the 3-2 to Gleyber Torres. And that's down the line foul. And then hitters know he's not going to walk. So, they're going to get something. Like Torres is just sitting fastball here. He almost paused. That's what Kirby's going to be giving him. Here's the 3-2 from George Kirby to Gleyber Torres. Another fastball. He's just trying to go outside that fastball, and Torres just keeps fighting it off. Torres has been a bit of a pest against the Mariners this season. He led off the game with a single and ended up scoring on the Rizzo. He did not lead off with a hit. Bowers led off, but Torres had a 1-out single in the first and scored a run. We'll do the 3-2 again. And he did get him to pop up. Good pitch from Kirby, 97. Cue up, the ball finds the new guy. Dylan Moore will make the play, and there is one away here in the bottom half, of the third inning. Give me 1 second, guys. And pitched to Stanton. It was a strike, but it looks like said it was a ball, and I don't think he went around, so I believe it's 1-0, and it is. Here is the 1-0. Give me 1 sec, guys. Just got to type a link in. Going to have Rooftop join us, I believe. So let me see if I can just having trouble with the copy pasting here. So just give me a minute, guys. That's a strike to Stanton. Pitch to Stanton. That's in there for strike 97. That's one of the better pitches Kirby has thrown today. And that one's hit on the ground. This should be 2. Oh, well, it doesn't need to be 2. No one's on base. Dylan Moore flips over to Ty France for the out. That will bring up Anthony Rizzo, and he takes outside for ball 1. Yeah, Kirby's hopefully settling in a little bit here. Certainly not out of the realm of, pitching a good game here still. So if he settles in, get a shutdown inning. Let's see if we can get the bats back out there. That misses outside to Rizzo, 2-0. Rizzo definitely one of the bats you got to be careful with in this lineup, along with Stanton and a couple others, and apparently Billy McKinney as well. Let's score some runs for Kirby, settle in. Yeah, Kirby can get a 6 here, settle in, get some runs, chip away. The 2-0 to Rizzo. That was a good pitch. That should have been a strike. It's 3-0. That caught the upper corner, but that's, it's borderline. It's borderline. 3-0. On deck is Josh Johnson. You also want to be careful to Rizzo here too. So not the worst walk in the world. The 3-0. And Rizzo lines it fair into the corner. The Mariners have really had trouble getting Rizzo out. And Teo bobbles that one. And Rizzo's going to have another double. Always try and stay optimistic. 3-0 is not, the end of the world. Like, you can come back from 3-0. One swing. When I start getting and knowing games where it's like 5-0 because there's only so much you can do. Oh, Rooftop is going to join us here. So let me bring him on. There he is in an empty chair. He is invisible at the moment. But Rooftop is going to – there he is. Here's the pitch up high, 1-0 to Josh Donaldson. I feel like Rizzo killed the Mariners last year, too, when the Mariners faced him. The 1-0 from Kirby to Donaldson is in there for a strike. Right? We had Rooftop. He's coming on. I think he just got back from work, so it'll be good to have him aboard. One to Donaldson. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
How goes? Did I miss anything?
You did not. Well, you missed the Mariners being down 3-0.
Yeah. My softball game obviously got canceled.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm here.
The 1-2 up high, 2-2 to Josh Donaldson. So I'll finish up this inning. If you want to do the offense, more than welcome to. Hopefully you can give him some good luck here.
Yeah, they're playing in Yankee Stadium, so they should be able to.
It's Garrett Cole. Yeah. Here's the 2-2 from Kirby to Donaldson, and little bloopers. It's going to be right to Julio, and he is there for out number 3. So we will head to the top half of the 4th inning. It's the Yankees 3, and the Mariners looking for some runs.
Now I got to try to see if I could even.
So I don't have it where to let it stream to your channel. Like, I don't. Do you have to have like a? I don't.
Should we just reset it on mine? Let's do it on my end because I have the. If you don't mind.
Yeah. Do you guys mind if we go? We're gonna go to Rooftops channel if you guys don't mind. If you guys are good with that.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it right now.
Okay. So guys, stay with us. Head over to Rooftops channel. I'm going to go over there, and then so we can stream it on both of our channels here. So give me just a minute, guys, and we will have it on both of our channels. And that way we can both put it, because I don't have it where you can link it up to someone's channel. It won't let me do that. So give me just a second here, guys. We will be back. So guys, I'm going to head out here, head over to Rooftops channel, and I will be on there, and I will post it to my channel. So we'll come back up here. Just give me about a minute, and I'll be right back, guys.